Satyabhama Mataji. We are live, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, dear children. Good evening. So welcome to day 5. We have 1 more minute. So let's give the other children time to join and then we'll get started. Okay, so it's 5:30 and once again a very good evening. Welcome all of you. We are already in the 5th day of our Ramayana Kids Camp. Okay, this is the 5th day and I'm sure you've enjoyed these 4 days journey. So we have so many interesting stories awaiting today. But before that, first let's invoke the blessings of our spiritual master, Lord Ramachandra himself, Lord Gauranga, who is the most merciful form, and let's chant the Mahamantra. Okay, I request all of you to please join your palms, close your eyes, and repeat the mantra after me. Om Agnana Timirandhasya Gnananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Ramaya Ramabhadraya Ramachandraya Vedhase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitaya Pataye Namaha. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Once again, very good evening. Welcome to day 5. Give me a minute. I'll just share my screen. Okay. So let me go live here and check how you all, and are you all excited for today's Sundara Kanda? Let me check that. That's the only way we can interact. So just give me 1 minute. Okay, in the meantime, please answer. Are you all excited? Yes? Hare Krishna, Venya. Airav. Okay. Bhagwat, Gautam, Kashvi, Meera, Shamala, Sangeeta, Lavitra. Yes, yes. What if you say yes? Okay. Wonderful. So, I'm going to ask you, we like to start it with a recap so that it actually helps us to connect. So I'm going to ask you a few questions. Which was the Kanda we discussed yesterday? What is the name of the Kanda? Let's see. Thank you so much. Read and lead. Thank you so much. Good evening, Gauravi. Okay, Gurnesh. It's Milonica. Okay. Thank you, Milonica. Yes. So I was just wanting to know what was the Kanda that we discussed yesterday? Kishkinda Kanda. Fantastic. And what value did we learn yesterday in Kishkinda Kanda? Yes, Gautam. Yes, Hemalata. So what was the value we learned, children, yesterday? Okay, all of you are saying Kishkinda Kanda. Nice. Okay. 7 gates of hell or 7 bad friends. Or rather, we would put it across who are not our friends, right? Excellent, Gautam. Yes. So can you tell me the 7 not so good friend characteristics we discussed? Let's see at least a few. Okay, Aprameya. I'm sorry, I keep forgetting. I'll call you Aprameya. Yes, 7 gates of hell, 7 sins of friendship, right? So let's see, name a few what we have learned. What are the 7 characteristics which make us immediately discover, okay, this is not a good friend? Pavitra is asking who? Who what? One who gossips? Oh, okay. One who gossips. Okay, Nikita. One who misleads. Fantastic. One who betrays. One who bullies. Wow. One who gossips. Okay. One who harms. One who overshadows. One who backbites. Last one. One who bullies, one who betrays, one who misleads, gossip, backbite, betrayal, misleading, bullying, overshadowing. Fantastic. Fantastic. Excellent. So these are the characteristics you have to look in a person and immediately decide, okay, I will stay away. If possible, you can guide them. If not, better you stay away. Okay, so excellent. And we've seen the example of beautiful friendship between Lord Rama and Sugriva. Okay, so let's continue with today's Kanda. And today's Kanda is actually one of the most beautiful division of Ramayana. That's why it's called Sundara Kanda. Sundara means beautiful, right? So today's Kanda is also very beautiful. This is the 5th day and we are in the 5th Kanda. As always, all our sessions are dedicated to His Divine Grace, Abhay Charanaravindra Bhaktivedanta Swami, Srila Prabhupada. He is the founder Acharya of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness and one of the greatest spiritual masters. Okay, so let's take his blessings and let's get started. Okay, all right. So where did we stop yesterday? We seen that Hanuman was all set to leave, right? So he used the Mahendra mountain as his launch pad and said, yes, as after Jambavan told him, you're the most powerful Hanuman, you're the only one who can do, because everybody told how many yojanas they can jump, right? Angada finally said, maybe 100 yojanas I can jump, but I cannot return back. So after all this discussion, they said it is only Hanuman who can execute this wonderful task. right? So Hanuman was all set. So he took a huge form when he was on the Mahendra hill, Mahendra mountain. And what he did, he crouched, he sat down, he crouched, and with full force energy, he jumped into the sky. Okay, extremely powerful jump he took. Okay, and see, the mountain has many animals, trees. It was a very beautiful mountain. So some of the Gandharvas, the couples would come take a stroll. The moment Hanuman took this leap, the whole mountain shook. So many birds, animals got crushed, and the Gandhava couples were like shaken up. Some of them even jumped to the sky to see, wow, mighty Hanuman, what is he doing? How is he flying? They wanted to actually take a look. Okay, so some of them actually flew to the sky to just get a glimpse of Hanuman's excellent task of taking 100 yojana journey, right? So what a wonderful task, what a wonderful sight to behold. Okay, so as he jumped, so many trees that were there on the mountain also got uprooted, and it actually, kind of went along with him. They were flying along with him, they were flying behind him, and they had beautiful flowers. Okay, the flowers started falling on the ocean. It formed like a beautiful flower bed on the ocean, and the sight was so beautiful to look at. Okay, and Hanuman, the moment he took a leap, he looked like a beautiful silvery moon out of the dark clouds, right? There were so many clouds. Some of the clouds were like literally passing through him. And when he emerged out, he looked like a beautiful moon emerging out of dark clouds. Such a wonderful sight. As I'm narrating, you can all imagine, and you can meditate on Hanuman. Okay, so while Hanuman was, going through this journey of 100 yojanas, and all he had in mind was, okay, I have to find Mother Sita. My Lord's mission is my mission. So this is something very important. I think on day 2 or day 3, I told, it's very difficult to please people, right? But it's very easy to please the Lord. Even a little bit of service, Lord will not forget. I think when we were talking about Jatayu in Ayodhya Kanda, we discussed this. Jatayu tried, but he did not succeed. Still, Lord Ramachandra was very happy with his attempt, right? So all we have to do is whenever we are performing any task, first thing we should ask is, will this please God? If it does, then go ahead and do it. So this way, automatically you'll start doing only good things, because only good things will please the Lord, right? So now Hanuman was in all meditative mood. I have to quickly go execute my Lord's mission. I have to find Mother Sita, and he was on his way. Okay, so while he was actually flying over the ocean, what happened? There was a huge mountain, okay, which suddenly arose from the bottom of the ocean, right? And this mountain, like as Hanuman was passing through, this mountain arose, and Hanuman thought, okay, why is this mountain stopping me? I'm on my mission to fulfill the Lord's mission. Why is this mountain stopping me? Actually, that mountain was Mainaka mountain. Okay. And this mountain wanted to serve Lord Ramachandra. Okay. So the moment Hanuman, like he just crushed it a little with his chest, because it was like an impediment. When you're like doing something really important, you just move everything around like that. Hanuman just crushed it a little with his chest. And then that mountain took the human form and explained, my dear Hanuman, long ago what happened? See, those days the mountains would fly. Can you imagine? They had wings and all the mountains were flying. So the Devatas got a little worried. Devatas and Rishis thought, what if, one of the mountain falls, then it will crush everything. So Indra took his thunderbolt and he started breaking the wings of all the mountains. Now we see the mountains all like, all stuck to the earth, so powerful, so majestic. But those days they would fly. Okay, so when Indra was actually cutting the wings of the mountains, Vayudeva, who is Vayudeva? Hanuman's father. Okay, Hanuman's father actually helped Mainaka escape Indra's thunderbolt, and he hid that mountain inside the ocean. So this Mainaka was a little grateful because his wings were intact, and somehow he wanted to serve this Pavanaputra. Okay, so what he did, he just came out of the ocean just to tell him, Hanuman, it's such a long journey, you must be very tired. Take a bit of rest. But you know what Hanuman said? He said, no, there's no time to rest. My Lord is waiting. My mother is sad. They're separated. so there is no time for me. So what he did to pay his respects to the mountain, he just touched the top of the mountain with his leg and he continued his journey. See how determined Hanuman was, right? And then as he was passing through the Devatas thought, let us test this Hanuman, how determined he is. Is he going to give up very easily if we throw many obstacles? Let us test him. Okay, so what they did, they all went to the mother of Nagas. Her name is Surasa. Okay, they went to the mother of Nagas. She could easily, change her form however she wanted. So they went to her and they said, you take the form of a Rakshasi and go and stop Hanuman and tell that you want to eat him. Let's see what he's going to do. Is he going to give in? Will he become tired? Or is he going to fight you? Let's see how determined Hanuman is. So these are all tests that Hanuman had to go through, right? And Surasa did as advised. She took a huge Rakshasi form. Okay, she became very gigantic. She was like 10 yojanas. Okay, we've been talking about yojanas. Just to give you a little bit of understanding as to what yojana is. See, 1 yojana is like 8 miles. Again, these are all units of distance, right? Again, 1 mile is 1.6 kilometers. We all know kilometers. So she took a gigantic 80, so that means 18 miles, tall she was. And she blocked Hanuman. She started laughing, ha ha ha. The fate itself has sent the food to me. You're my food. So she says, actually, whatever passes through her mouth, she has to gobble it up. That's her, boon that she had received. So she said, today I'm so happy that you're coming and I'm going to gobble you up. You're my food. Okay, and she told, enter my mouth. And Hanuman said, with all respect, look at Hanuman's beautiful quality. Whenever he would see a woman, even if it is a Rakshasi, he would address her as mother. This is the beauty of Hanuman, right? Something that we all have to learn. Okay, even our Shastra says, other than one's wife, they should look at everybody else as their mother. Which, nobody's following these days. But again, what did I mention in Ramayana? Each and every character teaches us how to live, how to talk, how to behave. So what did Hanuman do? When this Rakshasi stopped him, he said, my dear mother. Okay. And he said, I am on a mission to help my Lord Ramachandra. He's your Lord too. He's the Lord of everybody, good or bad people, right? So he said, you should also help me. But then Surasa did not listen. She said, no, I'm hungry. Just enter my mouth. Now, look at the quality of Hanuman. He was very gentle, right? But the moment she stopped him from executing the duty of his Lord, he became angry. Okay, so we're not saying anger is wrong, but anger should be directed towards the right thing. So if it is directed, suppose somebody is stopping you, you should not worship God, you should do all bad things. When these kind of deviations are happening, you can always show your anger. Okay, so the control on the anger is so very important. Give me 1 second. How did my hand is raised? Just 1 second. How did that happen? Okay, so Hanuman got angry. Why? Because she was not giving way for him. She was not helping him in executing the Lord's mission. And what did Hanuman do? She was quite tall, right? So Hanuman, she was, as I told you, 10 yojanas. So Hanuman also grew 10 yojanas, right? And then she became 20 yojanas. Now Hanuman became 30. She became 40, Hanuman became 50. She became 60, he became 70. She became 80, he became 90. Now she was 100 yojanas tall. Surasa was like so huge. She was, immediately. Hanuman is known for his wisdom, intelligence, right? What did he do? He immediately shrunk. He became the size of my thumb. See how small it is? Immediately, she was so big. He became the size of my thumb and immediately entered her mouth and came out. And he said, see, whatever you wanted, I've done. You desired me to enter your mouth. I entered and I came back. Now this made Surasa very happy. She said, how intelligent Hanuman is. He tricked her like this, right? So wherever it was required, Hanuman would use his intelligence, wisdom, everything only to serve his Lord. That's the beauty about it, right? So Then Surasa gave way to him. She was very happy with his intelligence. Now Hanuman continues flying. Again, after some time, he's not able to fly. It's like as if something has held on to him. So Hanuman is thinking, oh, am I becoming tired? Am I losing my strength? What's happening? And then when Hanuman looks down, he sees, see, actually, when Hanuman was flying, obviously, his shadow was falling on the ocean, correct? His shadow was falling on the ocean. So there was another demoness. Okay, her name was Simhika, and she had the power to capture people by their shadows. Okay, it's as good as capturing you. So she had actually captured Hanuman's shadow, and she wanted to eat him off. Okay, Hanuman did not have enough time to think to grow big or whatever. He did not have time to grow big and fight against her. So when he knew that, okay, she's about to swallow him, what he did, he became again pretty small in size and he entered her mouth. He entered through her mouth, through her food pipe. He went through, her belly. Then he came up to her chest, and with his claws, monkeys have claws. So he just tore open her heart and he killed her. And he continued his journey forward. So whoever was coming, we see this beautiful nature of Hanuman, right? He's gentle with people who are gentle with him. Somebody's stopping him. Even if they harm him, maybe he's okay. But if somebody's stopping him from executing his Lord's mission, he's very, very angry. Okay. So, all right. So what happened as he was, journeying, Vayudev, his father, he wanted, Hanuman should not get tired. So he started blowing cool breeze to him because it was very sunny, right? So he was blowing cool breeze on Hanuman's beautiful face. Before we continue, let's learn, because you remember in every Kanda, we learn the story, we also learn the value. So it's very, very important that we understand, don't get mad, get even. Now, Hanuman also overcame so many obstacles. So it is not like he immediately attacked and got angry and got into fight, right? So he did not wanted this. What did he do? He was calm. He was gentle. He tried to handle it nicely. But nowadays, what is it that we hear? An eye for an eye, right? So if somebody says bad words, give it back to them in bad words. If somebody hits you, hit them back. If somebody wants to fight with you, fight with them. Just make sure that you kind of give it back to them, and you even the quota and you come back. Okay, this is what today's philosophy is, which is very, very sad. But is that how it should be? Why it is happening is, generally, okay, people think that if you're gentle, if you're sober, if you're very courteous, if you're very kind, they think you're weak. This person is very weak. Only if you're aggressive, if you're rude, you throw your weight around, you have attitude, then they think you're very powerful. That is a projection that society is giving. It's something like this. If there's a chain and there's one link which is very weak, it will break the whole chain. That is the fear they have. But is that true? Is that actually true? So because of this understanding, nobody wants to be a wimp. Wimp is somebody who's very weak and meek. So they think, okay, if I'm kind, if I'm gentle, then people will think that I'm a weak person. So I don't want this. So let me also be rude. Let me also show little attitude. That's why you see everywhere people, they have so much of attitude. They speak so rudely. There's no kindness. There's no courteous talks. Why? Because the society is telling that being gentle is being weak. But it is not true, my dear children. You be gentle and you will win the heart of God. Something very important lesson that we're going to learn today. Okay, so actually there's enough, violence, unkindness around us. Let's at least be kind. Okay, so we'll do a simple activity here. What I want you all to do is, I'll also go online and check. I'm going to show you some 8 images. I'll just explain to you what is in that 8 image. You just have to tell me whether this is a gentle behavior or ungentle. You can just type gentle, ungentle. Okay, all right. So let's start. Let me also go online to see your answers. Okay, Yes, Snigdha, I'm changing the slide. Just give me a minute. Okay, are we ready, children? Okay. So I'm going to show the first image. I want to see how many of you will answer this. You have to tell me whether it is a gentle behavior or ungentle behavior. Ready? So 8 images. Get ready. This is the first image. As you can see, there are 2 girls. Okay. And there's one poor girl. She's probably trying to focus on her study or just trying to be herself. But they're mocking her, teasing her, bullying her. What do you think? What kind of a behavior is this? Gentle or ungentle? I'll wait for your answers. Gentle. Vibhavi says ungentle. Airav says ungentle, ungentle. Gautam, Lavitra, Achintya. Yes, wonderful, wonderful. Let's move on to the next one. See, there was once a war, okay, between America and Iraq. So here is an American soldier, though it is an Iraqi child. Ideally, I mean, if you look at it, they are enemies. But what is this person doing? He's actually shaking hands with that little child. He's not thinking, oh, he's my enemy's child and all that. So what kind of a behavior is this, dear children? Gentle or yes, Bhagavad says gentle. Airav says gentle. Ungentle? Why ungentle? They've forgotten their enmity and he's just shaking hands. He's just, expressing a nice gesture towards the child. Yes, it is gentle. Fantastic. Okay, let's move on. Oh, this is sad. There's a cute little girl and somebody's yelling and shouting and, like she's just not able to take it. What do you think this is? Ungentle. Yes, yes, absolutely. The image itself tells how ungentle it is. Fantastic, children. We move on to the next one. So here, there's a woman walking by and these 2 men are looking at her in a very bad, uncomfortable way. They're making her feel very uncomfortable. Now, is this gentle or ungentle? Yes, Ramnath says ungentle, Kashvi says ungentle, Sarita says ungentle. Yes, yes, right? Okay, let's move on. What about this? There's an old person and this person is trying to help her drink some water, very thirsty. They cannot help themselves. What kind of a behavior is this? Gentle or ungentle? Yes. Bhagavad says gentle. Lavitra says gentle. Airav. Yes, yes. Fantastic. Okay, let's move on. Look at this. Yes, it was this person's fault also that he overtook from the left, but this person's aggressiveness you can see. Scolding, shouting, yelling. Do we really have to do that? Yeah, you can tell that person next time be careful, but so maybe he's using some bad language. What do you think? Ungentle. Yes, Sairav. Ungentle. Gautam. Vibhavi. Lavitra. Hemalata, I think, is a Prameya, right? Ungentle. Yes, very nice. Okay. Yeah, there are 2 friends playing and one friend fell down. The other friend is trying to lift him up so that, he's just giving a helping hand. What is this? Yes. Some says gentle. Bhagavad, why ungentle? It is gentle behavior. Lavitra, why ungentle? The friend is trying to help the other friend. Gentle. Yes. Yes. Fantastic. Here, there's a homeless person. They don't have any shelter. And here's one man trying to help them with maybe, a glass of milk or something because they're very hungry and it's very cold. Is this gentle or ungentle? Oh, it's Nikita. Okay. Thank you, Nikita. Yes, gentle. It's a gentle behavior. Trying to help somebody is a very nice, gentle behavior. Okay, fantastic, children. Thank you for taking part. So if if you don't have interaction, then it'll become boring. You'll only have to listen to me. So it's nice. Okay, so what does it tell us? Gentleness brings honor and respect from others, isn't it? When you're kind, when you're gentle, I'm sure many people, if you've ever tried, helping probably an old person cross the road, or maybe tried helping somebody by giving them some food, what do? They say, God bless you, right? They actually bless you from their heart and you gain a lot of respect in their eyes, right? So remember this. So gentle person is never a loser. If you hear somebody saying, oh, you're so kind and you're so gentle, I think you're very weak, you're a loser, don't listen to them. They're always the winners in life. Okay, fantastic. Okay, now let's continue with our story. What happened? So lot of impediments Hanuman in a very gentle way tried to handle, but if it was not happening and it was obstructing his Lord's mission, he even fought with them. Okay. Now what happened? Hanuman actually reached Lanka. Okay, he landed in Lanka on Trikuta mountain. Okay, so there was a mountain, he landed. You know how, with what force Hanuman, so he always chooses a mountain. He doesn't directly go on earth because literally it'll crush the earth with the force and valor with which he, flies. So he chose to land on Trikuta mountain, which was on the shores of Lanka. Okay, the wonderful thing is when Hanuman landed, imagine if you're asked to walk at least for 1 kilometer up and down. When you come, you'll be panting, Mommy, give me water, right? But Hanuman flew 100 yojanas and he was not at all tired. He was like as fresh as he was. Okay. Now, he just wanted to gaze upon this Ravana's kingdom. Okay. So what he did, he just climbed and from the mountain top, he just gazed upon. So Ravana's kingdom is called Swarna Lanka. Swarna means gold. His entire kingdom was made out of gold. Okay, golden walls, nice jewel-decked pillars, crystal floors. City was beautiful, ivory towers, beautiful garden. It was like heaven on earth. That is how beautiful this Ravana's entire kingdom was. Okay, that's why it was called Swarna Lanka. Okay, and then the thought that he got, like, okay, this Ravana has held my mother captive, literally made him angry, and he thought, I'm just going to fight and kill all these Rakshasas in no time. But then he thought, okay, now if I start the fight, then this might put my mother in trouble. So I'll not do that. I'll just wait for it to become dark. Okay, so when he had reached, it was not at sunset. So he just waited for the sunset. And when it became a little dark, he wanted to advance into the kingdom. Okay, now in the night, what he did, he took the form of a cat because obviously his huge form, anybody will identify him and then they will go and complain to Ravana and all that. So what he did, he took the form of a small cat and he started climbing the wall. He wanted to go into the kingdom. So he started climbing the wall. While he was climbing, there was one Rakshasi. Okay, she was the guardian, like how they have this deity of a particular village or town, like that. She was the deity of that Lanka. Her name was also Lanka. Okay, Lanka. So she immediately figured him out and said, hey, monkey, what are you doing? No monkeys allowed. This is the kingdom of Rakshasas. Nobody can here, even come for a quick stroll or something. Just get out from here. Otherwise, I'm going to kill you. Okay. So again, what did Hanuman do? My dear mother, because she was a woman, he said, my dear mother, I just want to take a stroll. I've heard so much about your golden Lanka. I just want to just have a look at it. I'm going to just peep in. Okay. And I want to even see Ravana, how he looks, the king. Right. I'll just do this and I'll go back. Please don't stop me. Please don't disturb me. Now she said, no, I will not allow you. So what was Hanuman doing? Executing the order of Rama. And now she's stopping. So gentleness was there initially. Now he became angry. Okay. So, because what did she do? She not only stopped him, she slapped him with her left hand. He was a small monkey. She slapped him with her left hand. And he became so angry that he made his left fist, okay, and he punched her. The moment he punched her, she fell. There was blood coming out and she fell down. Now she realized he is not an ordinary monkey. It is not possible for an ordinary monkey to attack the deity of Lanka. Okay, so she said, wait, please don't kill me. First of all, I'm a woman, don't kill me. And she told long time ago, Brahma had told me that there will come a time when one magnanimous monkey is going to come. He will actually be the destroyer of the entire Lanka. So the moment you get defeated by him, know that the time has come that Ravana and all the Rakshasas will die. Okay, so she said, I have identified you. Please go ahead. She allowed him inside the kingdom. Okay, now as you can again see, Hanuman is sometimes being very gentle, sometimes being angry. Again, always keep in mind, anger should be expressed only if required. So we can learn, as I was telling, the whole world thinks if we are gentle, then we are weak. No, you can see how Lord Rama, Lakshmana, even Mother Sita, Hanuman, they were all so gentle and they are worshipped today. They are respected, they're honored. So please don't give in to society telling you're weak. Please don't do that. Okay. Now, so he went in, and what was his intention? His intention was not to see the glorious Lanka, okay? He wanted to, of course, just to gauge the power of Rakshasas. But the first thing Hanuman wanted to do was to identify where is Mother Sita. Okay, so he started searching for Sita Devi from palace to palace. There were so many palaces. The glory of Lanka is described in Valmiki Ramayana, how glorious it was. Right, so he went from palace to palace, he went from house to house, identifying where is my mother Sita. He could not identify her anywhere. Then he thought, okay, let me try in Ravana's palace once. Okay, so when he entered Ravana's palace, was 4 miles wide and 8 miles long. How big it was. Again, it was all made up of diamonds, rubies, many precious jewels. Everywhere there was gold, right? And, when he entered, he thought, let me go to his personal chamber and see. So when he went to the personal chamber, okay, on the way when he was going, actually, Pushpaka Vimana was also parked. We know what is Pushpaka Vimana, right? So it is that particular floating city which takes the driver wherever he wants. He just has to think where he wants and it will take. So he climbed on the Pushpaka Vimana. He tried to peek and see, no, where Mother Sita is to be found. And he thought, okay, let me try the personal chamber of Ravana. Okay, so he got down from the Pushpaka Vimana and he goes into the personal chamber of Ravana. There is Ravana, huge, lying on a, it was a cot made of gold. Okay, so he was lying on that like a dark cloud. Ravana was very dark, but he was bedecked with so many golden jewelries that, those jewelries were shining in the dark. Okay, and it looked like as if, he was magnanimous. Actually, Hanuman started appreciating him, it seems. He said, if this person was not a demon, if he was actually following dharma, then it would have been so nice. It'll be so nice for him to serve Lord Ramachandra, because Ravana is extremely brave. Okay, he was very learned also, but what to do? He gave in to adharma, right? Unfortunately. Okay, so he tried seeing everywhere, he could not find, but at a distance from Ravana's court, he's seen one very virtuous, very nice, very, kind of divine lady sleeping. And then for once he thought, oh, this has to be Mother Sita. And you know how monkeys celebrate, right? He started beating his chest, he kissed his tail, he started jumping from pillar to pillar, he started celebrating. After some time of celebration, he thought, wait, but look at this lady. She's wearing such grand silk sari, decked up with so many jewelries. How is that possible? Because Mother Sita is separated from Lord Rama. How is it possible for her to sleep so peacefully? This lady is sleeping so peacefully. Actually, you know who she was? She was Mandodari. She was, I mean, Ravana had so many queens, some, you know, who had married out of will, some he had kidnapped. However, it was like filled with women. And Mandodari was actually one of the chief queens of Ravana. Okay, so she was the one who was sleeping. Finally, he got to know, oh, this is also not Mother Sita. And now he's thinking, that's it. I think either, you know, Mother Sita has been eaten up by these Rakshasas or she's died. I'm not able to find her anywhere. Where is she? So he starts losing hope. While he's losing hope, he remembers Sampati. Remember, Sampati tells, I can see Mother Sita in Lanka. So he says, somewhere she's there. Hopefully she's not killed. Maybe I've not made it late coming here to find my mother. So much of pain. You know, he's actually trying to overcome the depression, and he says, okay, let me see, have I left out any other place? Where else can my mother be? Right? So he sees that when he climbs on a wall, he sees that there was one nice, beautiful garden. You know where Mother Sita was? That was Ashoka garden, right? So he sees that, oh, there is a garden. Let me see. Okay, he goes near the garden. There'll be actually one temple of some deity of this Rakshasas. So in front of that, okay, near a tree, he will find Mother Sita. How does he identify her? She's wearing orange garments. She was very weak. She had not eaten. She had not slept. It had been 10 months now since the time Ravana had captured. She had not eaten. She had not slept. She's morose. Her clothes and all are wet. She's crying, sobbing. She's crying out, Rama, will you come? Will you save me? Am I going to die without seeing you? So much of pain Mother Sita is in. Okay. So as soon as he sees, but in spite of all this, he could identify she was a goddess. You know, she was beautiful with her lotus eyes, divine features. So he says, this is my mother. Okay. Now he'll think, okay, if I go now, what had happened was Ravana had actually kept so many Rakshasis around Mother Sita. One is to guard her. Second is, he had told, convince her she has to somehow marry me. So Hanuman told, if I go in front of Mother Sita now, she will think I am also one of the Rakshasas. Or maybe Ravana trying to come like this. She will scream and everybody will get to know. So what do I do? So he'll wait. Okay. And he will climb on the tree under which Mother Sita was sitting. So he'll climb on the tree. And he's waiting there patiently to go in front of her at the right time. Okay. Now the sun was rising. Okay. And Ravana, the very first thing he wanted to do when he got up in the morning was to come and meet Sita. He was completely captured by her beauty. By hook or crook, he wanted to marry her. Okay. So he walks in to the Ashokavana and he starts glorifying, oh my love, I'm so much in love with you. Why are you doing this? Why are you suffering, struggling? You're not eating. Become my queen. You'll have so many maidservants. I'll take care of you like this. I have everything. Don't waste your time on the drama. What is he? A puny human, right? So like this, he will try, and with hearing all this, Mother Sita's crying. Also, she's getting enraged. She's angry. Okay. She says, you're like one vulture, you know, who has captured somebody else's food. That's how you are. You're a vulture. And wait till my Rama comes and kills you. How can you compare yourself with my Lord? You're such a, you know, hideous creature. She starts, you know, scolding him. And this makes Ravana very angry. He says, I have given you 10 months already. Okay. Now only 2 months left. So totally you would have told her when he kept her in Ashokavana, I'll give you 1 year. 1 year is 12 months, out of which 10 months have passed. So he says 2 more months left. Listen to me, marry me. Otherwise, I will cut you and I'll eat you for my breakfast. Because that's what Rakshasas do. Right? Saying so, he told the other Rakshasis also, convince her, sweet words, forcing, beating, do whatever, but make her my queen. Saying so, he left. And hearing this, you know, Mother Sita's crying and crying and crying, and she could not bear the pain anymore. She fainted. So some of the Rakshasis, when she woke up, they tried to come and tell, what's wrong with you? Ravana has everything. You have to marry. You know, likewise, they were trying to convince her. This was hurting her even more. Okay. So Hanuman thought, oh, my mother is in so much pain. If this is how it goes, she will just give up. right? So what he does, he says, okay, I will not go right in front of her. First, I will glorify Lord Ramachandra. Then maybe she will, because the state she's in, she'll think everybody is her enemy, right? So he said, wait, I'll glorify. So here's a beautiful glorification in how he tells about the whole story of Lord. I'm going to read it out to you. So he was sitting on the tree, right? So from within the branches of this Ashoka tree, Mother Sita hears this. Hanuman recites like this. Hear me out, it's very beautiful. Descendant of Ikshvaku, King Dasharatha was his name. Righteous and heroic, he ruled Ayodhya of fame. He received 4 mighty sons, Rama, the love of his heart, full of infinite potencies, Vishnu in a human part. To give Kaikeyi her boons, into exile Rama was sent, upholder of his father's vow. With Sita and Lakshmana he went. When Rama killed the Rakshasas who filled the rishis with fear, Ravana kidnapped Sita with the help of Maricha the deer. Then, in his search for Sita, Rama met Sugriva, a friend. To search the southern quarter, I, Hanuman, did he send. After crossing many mountains, I jumped the ocean vast, and thus I have succeeded in finding you at last. Rama will come to save you, his dearly beloved wife. Now give me a little message to save your husband's life. So beautiful. Of course, Hanuman says this, he recites it in Sanskrit. This is just a translation. So when Sita hears, she's like, who is this so beautifully narrating everything about my Lord Rama? See, hearing about Rama itself is so nectarian. It's so wonderful, right? So, she was like, it was like she was suffering and struggling. And when she heard about Lord Ramachandra, her ears and her, heart was filled with nectar. So she just looked up to see who was it, and see while he was describing the shloka, and then slowly Hanuman got down. Okay, when Hanuman got down, she said, "Who are you? It's so wonderful to hear about Lord Rama. Can you keep telling more and more?" So while he was telling, more about Lord Ramachandra, what he did, he slowly started coming closer to Mother Sita. Now Mother Sita thought, oh no, this must be Ravana. And she starts scolding, how fallen you are. You're taking the form of a monkey to come closer to me, and how stupid of me that I was, I was kind of believing you. Saying so, she falls unconscious. Then again, when she gains conscious, she's in a lot of confusion. She's thinking, am I imagining, is there really a monkey? How can a monkey come? How can a monkey befriend Rama? So many confusions are happening. Poor mother, she's in separation from Lord Rama. She's so fatigued, right? So now she says, okay, let me test him. Okay, she asks Hanuman, if you are really, a dasa, a devotee of my Lord Rama, then describe the features of Lord Rama. Okay, and how beautifully, Hanuman describes Lord Rama's features. Children, you should imagine while I'm talking, so you can see how wonderful our cute Rama is. So Hanuman said, O Princess of Videha, Rama has eyes that resemble lotus petals. He has broad shoulders and mighty arms, and his neck is shaped like a conch shank. Okay? His eyes are coppery, and his voice is deep like the sound of a kettle drum. He is solid in 3 places: his breast, his wrist, and fist. He is elevated in 3 places: his chest, the rim of his navel, and his abdomen. He's reddish in 3 places: his eyes, his nails and palms, and the soles of his feet. His voice is very deep. His navel is deep. He walks swiftly. He has 3 folds of skin on the neck and belly. He's small in 4 places: neck, genitals, calves, and back. He walks with 4 different gaits, like a lion, like a tiger, like an elephant, and like a bull. 10 places on his body are like lotus: his complexion, his mouth, eyes, tongue, lips, palate, breast, nails, hands, and feet. He's fine in 4 places: his body, hair, skin, finger joints, and perception. Indeed, he has all these features and many more. So beautiful, right? So Hanuman just describes how Lord Ramachandra looks, and this brings tears in Mother Sita. She's crying in separation of her Lord. Okay, now Sita told Hanuman that she now believes Hanuman, and she told, actually, of all those Rakshasis who were surrounding her, there was one Rakshasi called Trijata. Okay, so Trijata was the only one who was very kind. See what happened when Ravana came and told these Rakshasis by sweet words or however, just console and make her my queen. So at that time, when these Rakshasis were torturing her, you should marry him, otherwise come, we'll cut you, we'll eat you, and all that, Trijata said, I just got a dream that Lord Rama and Lakshmana have come, they've killed Ravana, they've killed all the Rakshasas, the entire Lanka is finished. Okay, so don't make enemy with this woman. She's a very divine person. She is Mother Lakshmi herself, right? So when Trijata says this, then all the Rakshasis beg forgiveness. At that time, Sita assures, even if my Lord comes and slays the whole Lanka, I will protect you. Now, this is how wonderful our Rama and Sita are. Anybody who goes and surrenders to them, they will give complete protection to those people, be it even Rakshasis, right? Animals, anybody who goes and begs for surrender, begs for shelter, they protect them. Okay, so she says, yes, I also heard that Trijata told that, see, we know that, right? Ravana's brothers' names, Khara, Dushana, Ravana, Kumbhakarna, and Vibhishana. Of this, Vibhishana was very godly. Okay, so Vibhishana would always advise Ravana, don't do this. This is wrong to keep somebody else's wife, give her back. But Ravana would not listen to him. Okay, so Mother Sita was telling this to Hanuman. Okay, so Hanuman said, Mother, don't worry. You can hop on my back. But before that, Hanuman also says, to confirm that I'm the messenger of God. Remember, Rama had given his ring, so inside which Lord Rama's name was inscribed. He gives that to Mother Sita, and now Sita is again crying profusely because she's missing her Lord Rama. She can see Lord Rama in the ring, right? So she's missing him so much, and Hanuman tries to console her. First thing she starts asking, why is he not coming? Have I done something wrong? Why is he not coming to take me back? So Hanuman consoles her and he says, don't worry, mother, do one thing, you hop on my back and I will take you on board. So Sita and Hanuman's relationship was that of mother and son. So Mother Sita says, you're a monkey, how will you carry me? And Hanuman says, how can she say this? And he starts growing very tall and he says, see my power, come, I'll take you on my back. Though Mother Sita said yes, but it is not right. Why? She gives 2 reasons. One is, she says, I was forcibly carried by Ravana, right? From Panchavati, I was forcefully carried and I could not fight it back. Now, second reason, she says, I don't want another man to touch me again. I want my husband, my beloved, to come and take me back. So she didn't want it to be touched by another man. Second reason she gives is, I want my Lord Rama's name to be glorified. Okay, so if he kills Ravana, the entire world will glorify him. How wonderful Mother Sita is, right? Look at her chastity. She didn't want it to be touched by, even though he was son-like. Okay, and Hanuman says, yes, mother, you are so devoted, so chaste, and I will definitely inform Rama. So Sita goes on insisting, please tell Rama, 2 more months and this Rakshasas will kill me, if he doesn't come before that. Okay, and she begged Hanuman to tell Rama to come and save her. Okay, so Hanuman, so humble he says, actually at one point, even though she's asking, she'll say, Hanuman, you were able to fly and come, but how will my Lord Rama and Lakshmana come? How will they come? How will they cross such a big ocean and come? Right? So she's like, what will happen? Will they really come? She's in doubt. That time Hanuman says, Mother, I am nothing. There are many more powerful, Vanaras, monkeys who are there. Right? And we will all, if required, I'll carry Rama and Lakshmana with me. You don't worry. We will save you. Okay, I will let Rama know and I'll save you. Now, before leaving, Hanuman asks, you should give me, some kind of a object of yours, which I can go and present it to Rama, to tell that, to assure him that I had met you. So for this, Mother Sita takes out her hair clip. It's called Chudamani. You can see, in the image, Mother Sita is handing it over to Hanuman. Right? So she says, you give this to Lord Ramachandra so that he knows it belongs to me. Not only that, she tells that, one very, very intimate pastime that happened between Lord Rama and Mother Sita. And she says, nobody knows about it. I'm going to tell it to you. You can go and narrate the story, and Rama will definitely be assured that you have met me. Okay, so the story goes like this. Mother Sita says, when they were in Chitrakoot, once, they both had actually, sported in the water, and they were nicely resting. At that time, one crow comes, and this crow starts disturbing Mother Sita. So Mother Sita, shoos away, and Lord Rama looks at the crow, and the crow flies. Now, shooing the crow, Mother Sita would have become very tired, so she sleeps. Lord Rama also goes to sleep. After some time, Lord feels that there's something wet on his cheek, and when he sees, actually Mother Sita is bleeding. And Rama looks around, who has done this? That crow would have actually pecked her, and because of that, she'll be bleeding. Rama becomes so angry. Who dared to touch my Sita? And you know what he does? He takes a blade of grass and he invokes Brahmastra in that by, reciting prayers, and he leaves that. And you know the power of Brahmastra. It starts chasing the crow, goes around everywhere, seeking for help, shelter. Nothing, no shelter given because nobody can protect it. It comes back to Lord Ramachandra and begs forgiveness. And the Lord takes the Brahmastra, but he says the problem with Brahmastra is once it is left, it cannot be invoked back. So somewhere I have to leave this Brahmastra, and he leaves it in the left eye of that crow. Now, who was this crow? This crow was Jayanta. Okay, he was the son of Indra, who again was a little attracted to Mother Sita, and he wanted to come and disturb her. So this story, Mother Sita narrates to Hanuman, telling this is a very intimate pastime that happened. So you can go and tell this to my Lord, and he will know for sure that you have met me. Also, she hands over this Chudamani. Okay, now Hanuman will ask Mother, monkeys, right? They like to have some adventure. He says, Mother, with your permission, I want to have some fun. Okay, please permit me. Because one is he wanted to estimate the power of Rakshasas. He also wanted to, gauge how this Lanka is. Plus, most importantly, he wanted to meet Ravana and convey it to him, oh fool, give back Mother Sita, otherwise you're going to die, your entire dynasty will die. So he wanted to, make arrangements for that. And with Mother's permission, what he does is he starts destroying the Ashokamana. He uproots many trees, he even breaks the temple, that was nearby. Wherever Mother was sitting, he leaves that place, but every other place he uproots the trees, he starts throwing stones, so much of havoc he creates. And the Rakshasas, or the Rakshasis who were there, they get up and they are like shocked. Who's this monkey? He's creating so much of ruckus. And some of them run to Ravana to tell him that there's a monkey. He's looking like one hideous, another Rakshasa, and he's doing this. He's destroying our Ashokavana. Ravana becomes very angry. He sends 80,000 Rakshasas. Okay, he says, go and kill that monkey. Okay. And in no time, Hanuman killed all those 80,000 Rakshasas because Hanuman was so powerful, right? Then Ravana gets to know that his 80,000 Rakshasas are dead. Now he sends Jambumali. Okay, Jambumali was the son of Prahasta, who was one of the ministers of Ravana. So he sends Jambumali, who was quite powerful. He goes and even he is killed by Ravana. He is killed by Hanuman. Then Ravana sends his 7 sons of his chief ministers. They were also killed. Then he sends his 5 top generals. They were also killed by Hanuman. Now Ravana sends his son, okay, Aksha. Many of you call him Akshay Kumar, Aksha Kumar, right? So it's actually Aksha. Okay, he sends his son Aksha, and unfortunately, he also dies. This time Ravana is very angry. He calls Indrajit, is another son, extremely powerful. We will learn more about Indrajit in Yuddha Kanda. And he says, Indrajit, in power, you're equal to me. Go and capture this monkey. So much of pride this monkey has. He's killing all our people. He's destroying our property. Bring him to me. Okay, so Indrajit goes. When he starts fighting, he identifies, oh, this monkey is very powerful. So what he does, the only way to capture him is Indrajit leaves the Brahmastra. Okay, now actually Lord Brahma would have given a boon that Brahmastra cannot do anything to Hanuman. Even if somebody captures him, it will get nullified. But then what Lord Hanuman does is, with respect, because it is the gift given by Lord Brahma, so with respect, he surrenders. He lets the Brahmastra bind him. Okay, also as I told you, he wanted to go and see Ravana. So this was a nice means. He just lets himself to be bound, and many Rakshasas will pull him to the court of Ravanasura. Okay, now Ravana, when Hanuman enters the palace, Ravana is seated on a high throne made of gold and bedecked with jewels. So he's sitting with full pride, and he looks at his monkey and he says, "You're the one who caused terror." Immediately he says, "Kill this monkey." Okay, he wanted to kill Hanuman. But Vibhishana stopped him. He said, "Please don't go against dharma." It is very clearly mentioned in the scriptures that a messenger should never be killed. He's just a messenger of Lord Rama. Your enemies are Lord Rama and Lakshmana, so fight against them. But you have no rights to kill Hanuman. Okay, so first Ravana says, I don't want to listen to you. But then again Vibhishana insists and he says, okay, but I want to punish him. So Vibhishana says, if you want, you at least punish this monkey. Then Ravana thinks, like monkeys are very, very proud of their tail. They're able to do all monkey tricks because they have tails. So Ravana says, these monkeys are very proud of their tail, right? Let's set his tail on fire. So when his tail is all burnt and broken, when he goes back, his friends will make fun of him. Right? So that's how animals are. Like, if they're deformed or something, some won't want to take them in their group and they feel humiliated. So that is exactly what Ravana wanted to do with Hanuman. Okay, so all the Rakshasas will come. They tie a big, Hanuman's, tail was so long, they tied a big piece of cloth, and as advised, they set his tail on fire. Okay, so Trijata, I told one of the good Rakshasis, she comes running and she tells this to Sita, and Sita is so pained. She's like, oh, what do I do? And she prays to Agni Deva. She says, my dear son is in trouble and they've set his tail on fire. Please don't hurt him. And immediately, when they're pulling and taking Hanuman, he feels that it's like as if ice is kept on his tail. He's like, what happened suddenly? Where is the burning gone? I feel like as if they put lot of ice on my tail, right? So this is the prayer of Mother Sita, which actually protects Hanuman from getting burnt by the fire. Okay, so as he's being pulled on the roads of Lanka, these Rakshasas are mocking at him. After some time, Hanuman gets angry. I am the messenger of Lord Rama. How am I letting these people make fun of me? Now I'll teach them a lesson. He becomes very angry and he takes one big jump. He starts burning the whole Lanka, except few palaces, like, especially Vibhishana's. He does not destroy Vibhishana's palace. So he burns the whole of Lanka. So many die, so many get hurt, they burn, half burnt. So he creates again a big ruckus. Okay. And then after burning the whole Lanka, he goes to the ocean nearby, puts off the fire from his tail, and he comes back to Mother Sita and he takes permission from Mother Sita. Okay, my mother, it's time for me to leave. Again, mother reminds, please tell my Rama, 2 months after that they're going to kill me. Please let him come and take me. I can't bear the separation. Okay, saying so, after getting permission, Hanuman goes. Again, now he has to take a leap 100 yojanas back. So he does this on Ashita mountain. Okay, there's a Ashita mountain near the shore where he actually takes a leap and he reaches Mahendra Parvata back. While he's coming, he roars loudly. So this roar is an indication of victory. The moment Angada and the team hears, they get to know, yes, Hanuman met Mother Sita. He's successful in this mission. right? They're all jumping and waiting for Hanuman to land because they want to hear the story. Okay, so Hanuman, when he landed, he again crashed the mountain. Okay, now he narrated to Angada, Jambavan, Neela, and all what exactly happened, and they were so happy that Hanuman was successful in at least locating where Mother Sita was. Actually, they'll all discuss, we will only go kill the Rakshasas and bring Mother Sita. We'll make Rama more happy. We did not even not only found Sita, but we also brought her back. But then Jambavan says, no, we have been ordered to find Sita. We'll just follow the orders of the Lord. Remaining, Lord had already told he will want to kill Ravana, because that is the purpose of why Lord descended, right? He took the avatar. So after that, they all listened to Jambavan and they're waiting to go back and give the news to Sugriva, Lord Rama, and Lord Lakshmana. So when they're going on the way, already they're all in the mood of celebration, right? They were like, yes, we've located where Mother Sita is, and Hanuman burnt Lanka. So they're all super excited. And by nature, they're all monkeys. So on the way, they'll be passing a forest called Madhuvan. Okay, so this Madhuvana was gifted to Sugriva by his father. It was a gift, and it was filled with many wonderful fruits, especially honey. So Angada says, some celebration should happen, right? So they say, okay, we'll all drink honey. So they overdrink honey and now they're like intoxicated. So in that intoxication, what they do is they break the trees, they uproot the trees, they start creating destruction there also. So there is one, caretaker of that Madhuvana forest or Madhuvana, grove. His name was Dadimukha. He comes and he tries to fight, and they're also powerful, plus they're so intoxicated, they capture him, they punch him, and finally they leave him. Now he goes running, he goes to Sugriva and he says, oh, this Angada team, they're creating so much of ruckus, they're breaking your, wonderful trees, they're destroying the forest. And they expected Sugriva to get angry. But in turn, Sugriva is like so happy, because he already got the signal. Oh, if my Angada and their team is celebrating, that means they have achieved the goal. They've successfully completed the mission. Okay, so see, he was not even upset at his group. So he says, okay, let them celebrate. And then, the caretaker comes back and he apologizes. And, Angada says, okay, let's all now reach Rishyamukha. So they go back and they narrate the whole story. Hanuman just narrates the plight of Mother Sita. He says, she's so weak. She's literally dying in separation with you. And she pleaded that you do not delay any further, my dear Lord. And he hands over Mother Sita's, the Chudamani, holding which Rama is crying and crying and crying again in separation with Mother Sita. And he assures, I'm coming. I'm going to save you soon. Okay. So Hanuman also narrates that pastime of the crow. So, that gives more assurance, and Rama looks at Hanuman with a lot of love, with a lot of, feeling of gratitude that, okay, you were able to achieve what I wanted. You found my dear wife, and he gives him a wonderful hug. Okay, so now they will have to make preparation and they'll have to go and fight. So that is what we are going to see in tomorrow's Yuddha Kanda. Okay, all right. So this is the end of today's Sundara Kanda. Let's watch. You've been listening to me for too long, right? You've been waiting for the video. I'm going to play the video. Just give me 1 minute. Let's enjoy the video now. One second, children. Just 1 second.
Hanuman rushes towards Lanka, but is challenged by the same monster Simplika.
What's that? Now to cut you up into little pieces!
After a fierce battle, Hanuman tears the monster to pieces and proceeds towards the island of Lanka.
Earth do I find Sita?
Ah, you are awake. My day begins only when I see the radiance of your face. But you won't even look at me. Do you not see I'm starving for your love? Perhaps I should make a gift of Ram's head.
So, you have visited her again.
Leave her alone, my lord. Let's sing and dance over her. Let's make merry.
There's only a little time left. The promised year will soon be over.
How on earth is our Lord attracted by you? I wonder what he sees in you.
I'd like to see your husband. I can't imagine anyone more handsome than the Lord of Lanka.
Shh, go away, all of you. Do not annoy Sita, or I'll have to answer to Ravan.
रामदूत हनुमान जननी हम रामदूत हनुमान.
Tell Ram to come and save me quickly. I'll be hopeful till then.
I'll surely tell him. Before I leave, I must teach Ravan and his friends a lesson. Besides, I need the exercise. The next one promises to be a better match for me. Let myself be captured, I will be able to see Ravan himself face to face. Help! I can't stand the fire! You there. What is your name? And who has sent you to Lanka? O Lord of Lanka, I am Hanuman. I come to you with respect as a messenger of Lord Sugriv, the Vanara king and devoted friend of Ram, Prince of Ayodhya. You know it was a cowardly act to carry off Princess Sita, totally contrary to Dharma. This will surely end in your destruction and the destruction of your race. Restore Sita to the prince and seek his forgiveness.
Kill him. Brother, according to the law of kings, You may mutilate, brand, or whip a messenger. But kill him?
Why, what's wrong with killing a creature such as this?
If you slay him, what chance is there of our real enemies being brought here?
All right, but set fire to his tail first, then let him go home.
Oh, it's hot. It's burning me. Help!
It's hot! It's hot! It's hot! It's hot! It's hot! Stop it! Stop it!
Yes. So as we mentioned yesterday, you have to watch the video just to visualize, but what is being narrated is more authentic because it's from Valmiki Ramayana. So these movies are sometimes a mix of a lot of things. So you can see where they don't show Mother Sita praying and all that, right? So it's just for your visualization that you can watch the video. All right. So what's next? We are going to listen to Nama Ramayana, which helps us to meditate on Lord Ramachandra. Give me 1 minute. The two beautiful sisters are going to sing, and I would request all of you to please repeat after the elder sister. Okay. Just give me a minute.
कपिवर संतत संस्कृतरा तद्गति विज्ञा शकरा कपिवर संतत संस्कृतरा तद्गति विघ्नध्वंसकरा कपिवर संतत संस्कृतरा तद्गति विघ्नध्वंसकरा कपिवर संतत संस्कृतरा तद्गति विघ्नध्वंसकरा सीता प्राणाधारकरा सीता प्राणाधारकरा दुष्टदशानन दूषिकरा दुष्टदशानन दूषिकरा शिष्ट हनुमदूषिकरा शिष्ट हनुमदूषिकरा सीता वेदित काकावनरा सीता वेदित काकावनरा कृतचूडामणि दर्शनरा कृतचूडामणि दर्शनरा कविवर वचना श्वासितरा कविवर वचना श्वासितरा राम राम जय राजा राम राम जय सीताराम राम राम जय राजा राम 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 जय सीताराम राम राम जय राजा राम 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 जय सीताराम राम राम जय राजा राम 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 जय सीताराम.
Okay, so that was Nama Ramayana, and let's read the meaning now. Okay, just a second. I'm going to share that with you. here is Sundara Kanda. Okay, Kapivara Santata Samsmrita Rama. I take refuge in Sri Rama, who was continuously remembered by Hanuman, the most excellent amongst the monkeys. Tadgati Vignat Vamsakarama. I take refuge in Sri Rama, who removed the obstacles to the movement of Hanuman. Sita Pranadharaka Rama. I take refuge in Sri Rama, who was the support of the life of Devi Sita. Rama Rama Jaya Raja Rama, Rama Rama Jaya Sita Rama. Tushta Dashanana Bhushita Rama. I take refuge in Sri Rama, who condemned the wicked 10-headed Ravana. Shishta Hanumad Bhushita Rama. I take refuge in Sri Rama, who adorned the wise and eminent Hanuman with praises. Sita Vedita Kakavana Rama. I take refuge in Sri Rama, who heard the Kakasura incident, which took place in the forest from Hanuman, as told to Hanuman by Devi Sita. Kakasura is crow. Okay. Krita Chudamani Darshana Rama. I take refuge in Sri Rama, who saw the Chudamani of Devi Sita, which was brought by Hanuman. Rama Rama Jaya Raja Rama, Rama Rama Jaya Sita Rama. Kapivara Vachana Shwasita Rama. I take refuge in Sri Rama, who is comforted by the words of Hanuman, the most excellent of monkeys. Okay, so that was the meaning of Nama Ramayana that we heard. And I'm sure you're all waiting for today's activity. It's going to be a fun activity. What I want you to do is, you heard the whole story of Sundara Kanda. You can pick any of your favorite, maybe the Ashokavana or Hanuman burning Lanka, whichever, a favorite one. I want you to draw and beautifully color that. Okay, so whichever part you think, you want to draw Mother Sita, you want to draw a tree under which mother, anything, any part of the whole Sundara Kanda that you've heard today, please draw that. And you can also give a one-line description as to what you're trying to depict in that image. Draw it beautifully, color it. Okay, and upload it. As always, take a photo, upload it onto your Google Drive, share that link with us in WhatsApp. It's okay if you're struggling in description comment, but if you're not on WhatsApp, it would be nice if you can put it in the comment and description section of our YouTube. Okay, that's the activity. Many of you are asking, what's the activity? So yes, this is the activity that you can do. And of course, quiz, if you're asking, you'll have to wait for the quiz. I usually prefer giving the quiz link after the question and answer session. Okay, so let's see if there are any questions. Okay. Okay, so who was the father of Hanuman? Kesari. Okay, actually, Anjana was the mother and Kesari was the father. As I told you, Hanuman was born from Vayudeva. So both Vayu and Kesari is Hanuman's father. So that's why he's called as Pavanaputra. Okay, Vayuputra. What was the age of Hanuman? Well, the actual age is nowhere mentioned in Valmiki Ramayana, but Hanuman is immortal, right? He will live on this earth till the universe ends. Okay, so there is no specific number mentioned. What is the activity? I just told you. If you want me to repeat, just take any part of Sundara Kanda, draw it, color it nicely, and upload it. Okay. Shiva came as Hanuman in Ramayana. See, actually, they say it's Hanuma, Bhima, Madhva. Okay, these three avatars were taken from the same personality as Shiva. Amsha is there in Hanuman, but he was Madhvacharya also, right? And he was Bhimasena also. Who's Bhima, right? One of the Pancha Pandavas. Okay, right. Okay. Is the Valmiki Ramayana available? Well, there's this Ramayana. Just give me a minute. I'll try to show it to you. Okay, so you can look for this Ramayana. It says the story of Lord Rama. I don't know if you all can see. Otherwise, I'll take a picture of this and we will post it in the group. So you can make a note of this. And yes, it is available in ISKCON. You can buy it. Okay. We have any other questions? Sundara Mataji has also posted the activity for your reference so that you don't miss it out. So draw and color any scene from the Sundara Kanda. Okay. Yes, the Nam Ramayana of Sundara Kanda, Kishkinda Kanda, it was all quite short. You know, the description, the important points. So we glorify Lord Ramachandra, right? So yes, it was quite short. I didn't skip Lavitra. Actually, this is a continuation from yesterday. If you see the first half of the video, we watched it yesterday in Ayodhya Kanda, where Lord Rama, Sugriva asks all the monkeys to come and he shows Lord Rama the army of monkeys. All that is there. And it was a continuation. I had stopped where he took a leap, so I just continued. So I've not skipped any part of it. It was like 2 sections in the same video. What is the activity we've already posted? Rude people are always trying to make you feel inferior. Yes, but do you remember? We learned something yesterday. Nobody can make you feel inferior unless you give them the consent. Consent means you give them the, go. Okay, you give them the permission. Nobody can make you feel inferior. But it's difficult, I understand. So if people are being rude, try to talk it out to them. Tell them, please don't do this. It hurts. If they're not listening, let's just maintain distance. Okay. Okay. Let's see if there are any more questions. Yes, any more questions? Okay, so who was the leader of the search party who went to North? Okay, so North was actually Shatabali. Okay, Shatabali. So if you want East search party, the leader was Vinda, and Angada was for South. We all know Sushena was for West, and Shatabali was for North. Okay. All right. Do we have any other questions, children? You should has, yes, everything that we're explaining, we're referring from that book. You have even more, more in detail, because we have handpicked something which is really important. But as I told you, if you want to learn more, you can always refer to the book. Yes, you do have. No, Vali is the elder brother of Sugriva. Sugriva is the younger brother of Vali. If you have to show the painting, which number do I share it? Yeah, sure. So I'm going to post the number here in chat. We'll also put it in the description. Just give me a minute. So this is the number where you can post the link after you upload it. Okay, this is the number. You can WhatsApp the link there. We are going to take a look at it. Okay, and I'm sure you're all excited to know who is the winner for yesterday's Kanda. Are you all waiting? Should I keep it as a suspense for some more time? Okay, I'll not. I'll announce the winner for yesterday's quiz and activity is Subhiksha. Subhiksha GP. Please make sure if you're there, please share your address to the number that I just posted in the comment section. Do not paste it anywhere. Children, you have to be very careful when you're sharing your personal information. Never do it on any public platform. Okay, so the chat and all can be viewed by so many people. So please don't post it in comment, description, or chat. Send it personally to the number I have shared. Okay, the number that you can see there, please send it there. Okay, only the winner. We need the address only from the winner. Okay, any other questions, children? Otherwise, we can close it for today. And you can wait for the most interesting Kanda tomorrow. All Kandas are very interesting, a lot of adventure, a lot of stories, but yes. I'm waiting to see if there are there any questions, Mataji? Quiz link will be shared, Lavitra. We're just waiting for the questions. If not, we'll post the quiz link. Okay, looks like we don't have any more questions. Dhanraj Prabhu, can you please share the quiz link? Okay, Teju is asking, how do you win? How to play? Okay, so it's just like partaking. Okay, it's not a game or anything. So basically, what we look at is, one is we look at your attendance if you're coming every day. That is for the last day. Apart from that, the quiz. You have to get 10 on 10. That's what we're looking at. And second thing is that you're participating in all the activities that we are sharing, that you're attempting, you're sharing it with us, right? So these are the 3 criteria. Yes, dear, quiz link is on its way. Yeah, Prabhuji has posted. So please take up the quiz and do the activity. So again, you're meditating on Sundara Kanda, right? You're meditating on Hanuman and his valor and the way he met Mother Sita, right? How he fought, when the tail was on fire, how he burned the entire Lanka. So you're going to meditate on all that. Pick any of your favorites and depict it. We'll choose the best drawing and we'll announce the winner tomorrow. So try and share it before 3 p.m. tomorrow. Okay, children. So we'll close it for today. Thank you so much for attending with so much of, enthusiasm, attention. That gives us more strength. Okay. So that we feel, okay, children, because yes, we cannot see each other. That's a sad part. I cannot see you. I cannot see your reactions, but still you're so nicely, wonderfully participating. Thank you so much for that. Okay. And if there are any more questions you're still posting, we'll take it on day 7. So let's call it today. Have a wonderful evening. Meditate on Lord Rama. May you get wonderful Rama dreams and don't forget to do the drawing and post it. Okay. Thank you, children. Hare Krishna. Take care. Good night.